Hey guys, Coach Michael Burt, still in Malibu, California. If you look over my shoulder there's some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful mountains and ocean. And tonight I want to talk to you about finding your special, getting your swag on. Um, for many, many years, I really didn't know what made me unique in the world. I had work ethic. I had drive, which mostly came from my single mother who had me, who kind of taught me to scratch and claw and compete. But I didn't know what my special was. I didn't know what my differentiator was. I didn't know what made me stand out in a crowded world. And one of the benefits of going to places like this is the ability to step back and reflect, to let your mind out to play, to stop and think. And fortunately for me, where I stayed, a place called Scorpese, if you're ever in Malibu, this would be a great recommendation for you to stay. A beautiful house, sits up 3 levels in the mountains of Malibu overlooking the ocean. A little freaky to get up here, but not in a bad way. It just takes you up the mountain, and here's the philosophy. It's a little scary. The parallel is it's a little scary to get up to the top. It's a little scary to go where nobody else is going. A lot of people will never do that because they're afraid of heights or whatever the case, but there's some parallels in your life as well. And so this particular person, Jennifer Grossman, owns this house, and I rented it on Airbnb, and she's a big reader. She's big into politics. She's lived a very fascinating life. She's definitely a person of interest. And so I've been reading some of the books that she had here that I've always wanted to read that for whatever reason I didn't pick up. And Peter Thiel wrote a book called From Zero to One that I've been honed in on this weekend. And he talks about how most people go from one, they add to something that's already been created. But what you're really doing is competing in a very saturated space with low margins because the competition is bleeding the profits out. And I'm thinking about my business and I'm going, dang, he's right, man. We've really just added to. What I've done is add to the other coaching programs, make them better, which has been profitable for us. Highly profitable, not like it could be. Highly efficient, not like it could be. Highly scalable, not like it could be. And so his point is the people that really make a lot of money create monopolies. They go from 0 to 1. They don't go from 1 plus. You see what I'm saying? And this is a very, very critical thing for you to understand, is because when you go from 0 to 1, you're creating something completely new. So what they got me thinking about is, what is my special? What new thing can I create in the world? Because what you're looking for are monopolies. Now, monopolies get a very bad name, but Amazon is a monopoly. Google is a monopoly. Tesla is a monopoly. SpaceX is a monopoly. PayPal is a monopoly. A lot of the oil companies are monopolies. Energy companies are definitely monopolies. I spoke to an energy company last week, and man, everybody's got to have energy. And so it's a monopoly. And there's high, high profit margins when you have that. So I started thinking, what is my special? And for you, you got to start thinking, what is your special? There's no classes in school. I went to college for 9 years to pursue 3 degrees, 400 hours of college credit. Still didn't finish all the degrees and that I've been pursuing. And I still haven't found the one thing I've been looking for, which is what makes you unique in a saturated world. Now, I think what mine is the ability to grab large amounts of data, extract that data, synthesize that data, break that data down, and then share it with other people in a way that gets people to move, to connect. That has to do with my background and personality and, I don't know, DNA, who all knows what all it has to do with. But for me, that's made me a living in the world, okay? And it's helped me to create a couple $1 million of value every year through a coaching business. But I still know that there's something bigger for me. I still know that there's something out there for me to create. My new greatness factories is getting closer because the greatness factory is something new. It combines the body, the mind, the heart, the spirit. So there will be a gym there and a spa there and faith-based series for the spirit there and coaching programs there and idea incubation. And it is new. It is new. My greatness factory for kids, those are new. So I'm still working on what makes me unique and special in the world, and I really want you to think about what makes you unique and special in the world, but it's some superior skill set. probably you learned very early in life that you just haven't put it all together because nobody's forced you to do it. Now, I help people do this in Monster Producer. I wrote a book about this in some instances called Zebras and Cheetahs. I wrote with a co-author about how do you look different and run faster. And even when we wrote that book, we didn't know that the book would really become about differentiation. We just had a cool concept. And after speaking on it, but what makes you special? Okay, so I want you thinking, what is your specialized skill set? So I want you to think you got specialized knowledge. What is it? You got a very special skill set. You're not a generalist. I want you to think that you have an unmatched desire and passion for a certain area. And I want you to think that you have a contagious confidence and a likability. But how do you package this up and make it something special in the world? Well, Peter Thiel is right. Or Thiel, I think it's Peter Thiel. You got to go from 0 to 1, man. You got to start creating. Sorry about that, my arm's getting tired. You got to start creating something special, something unique, because that's where you really create value for the world. It's not necessarily just taking something and making it better. I know Jobs took the Walkman and made it better, and the computer and made it better, and he did make a lot of things better, but and he created kind of a monopoly. But you got Androids, you got Samsungs, you got all kinds of things out there. So for you, what makes you special? Here, I'd finish with this. It almost always comes from one place: your past. Your past. A lot of people tell you don't look back, don't live in the past. But I would tell you this: they're wrong. They are absolutely wrong. What makes you unique is your past experience, your past education, your past heartache, your past struggle. And so I've been trying to find this for me on this trip. What is it that I want to bring back to the world? I realize that a lot of what we've been doing has been mimicking or imitating or copying other people and making it better. And I think this is really the first step, right? The first step is you mimic and you copy and you make it better. And that's still 1 plus. We know we're getting special when we can create something that cannot be replicated or copied. And there is something inside of you. So I want to encourage you on this video, look back, dig in, look back, go back to something in your past and start honing and refining. If mine is extraction, if mine truly is extraction, which is the ability to take concepts that I pick up and learn along the way and package and sell those in bigger and bigger ways, or create something new, you know, then maybe that's what mine is. But so you got to think about what yours is. What makes you special? Creating something that's never been created before, not just mimicking or adding on. This is Coach Burt. You know, I believe everybody needs a coach in life. If you're serious about finding this, I encourage you, check out Monster Producer. MonsterProducer.com is where all my big coaching program people is. And look, I'm going to challenge you every 30 days because I'm challenging myself. I'm challenging myself to dig in, and I'm not going to tell you to do something I'm not doing myself. I am practicing. A lot of people like the live experience. They like the event. It's every 30 days. They like the accountability. And people tell me that it gives them clarity. It gives them confidence. It gives them direction. So from Malibu, look at that right there. Look at that view. From Malibu, I believe everybody needs a coach in life. I love you. See you soon. Go find what makes you special.